story takes place up in Alaska, way off the beaten track. On this big old spinning ball of mud we inhabit, there ain't many places like these left. True frontiers that have a sense of wildness to them. Since the old days, folks have ventured into these rugged parts of the world. Some to loot the golden riches hidden below, others to plunder the sparkling streams for their silvery bounty. To some men, though, those shiny fishes ain't nothing but grub for the grizzly bear. Some such men play a part in this little yarn I'm spinning. Obsessed, restless ones, heeding to the call of the wild. In this here particular case, the call comes from a place way yonder, far from snow-capped peaks and gushing rivers, from a country poorer in vistas, but richer in woeful tales. Now, a little while back here, in this vast, grim and lone backcountry, a hassle came about. What follows is my true account of a conflict between Native Americans and tundra-crazed cowboys, with a bunch of blue-eyed fly fishers caught in the middle.
When you set out on an expedition like this one, there is only so much you can plan. Our drive was to explore these barren and slighted wetlands in search of monster pike, but we got a lot more than we bargained for. This trip, if anything, is a homage to the unpredictability of fly fishing. I can't think of any other sport that can deliver the same intensity and drama and adventure. Looking back, I wouldn't have had it any other way.
Finding that true monsters have evaded capture, the fly fishers break camp early in the morning. William, the old moose hunter from Holy Cross, shared his best fishing spots that natives have found through centuries of searching. Now, following his advice, the chase continues for the beasts that swims inside Mickle's murky dreams. It just so happens that this journey deeper into the wilderness leads to a pike fishing paradise. Dreams may come true, I guess, but unknowingly, the fly fishers are crossing the border to the backyard.
very few people fish it. Midnight Sun's fishing it. I mean, one boat with 6 clients a week, it can't hurt it.
No.
Because you have hundreds and hundreds of square miles to fish. Y'all have GPS?
Yeah.
Because if you go way back up in some of these places, you'll be going, now how do we get back out of here? And there's nobody going to come looking for you.
Bethel is a kind of a one-horse town and last civilized outpost before the wilderness. Here, a bunch of light-hearted dreamers are about to give in their fishy obsession, the northern pike. This vicious and alligator-like creature can attain a pretty mean size, and nowhere does it grow meaner than those watered-down badlands of the Innico River.
We're on the Innico, and we were shooting squirrels at camp and skinning them because the guy that was skinning wanted to bring the fur back to his woman. And we hooked the carcass of a squirrel up, used a rock as an anchor, and for the bobber we used one of those 750 millimeter plastic whiskey bottles. And I guess about a 40-incher ate the squirrel and got caught, and he must have been dragging the whiskey bottle around and it looked like a duck or something in the water. And about a 48 or 50-incher tried to eat the whiskey bottle, and he gilled himself and tied it a perfect square knot around his gills and the top of his head. So when I pulled it in, I had one like that, you know, that big around, and then a smaller one that had ate the squirrel.
A lot of crazy things happen out there, you know, especially pike fishing. Yeah, pike fishing is not for everybody, but, you know, you're wild at heart. You know, it's a good thing to do. Lots of big fish up there. It's not many people go up there to do that. And nobody goes up there fishing for a month at a time like that. That's the first time anybody's ever done that. It's a big area.
You can get lost in that country in a heartbeat. You will never come across a road, a house, a car, nothing. It's just more stuff.
Some say God was tired when he made this watery maze up near Kuskokwim, where the Innico River snakes through these desolate plains. Going here takes a man straight into the wild. Well, perhaps into the mud is a truer choice of words. It ain't so much becoming subject to the natural forces one should fear coming out here. Differences between the outsiders and the indigenous Native Americans are said to persist, even in this day and age. Ominous rumors have reached the outside world. Rumors of natives opening fire against a boat full of fly fishers. Put short, there is little of law, except for what folks take into their own hands. Like the old times, when gunslinging over a piece of land was more in fashion. At this point in time, though, these tales don't much distress our fly-fishing desperados, for they've only one thing on their minds: the river.
Innico River, wow, the area is huge. I mean, to a pike fisher, it's thousands and thousands of square miles of prime pike waters. I think it will take lifetimes to explore it all. We had to search large areas to find pike. Mud was everywhere, at the camp, on the bank, everywhere we went. It's quite an outlandish place out here, but in a strange way I feel at home.
That first cast, there's always something special about it. It didn't take long to find the first pikes, and yep, there were a lot of them.